Hello everyone and welcome to the KMTRADERS channel. So we're looking at gold here. Again, our bias has changed, and the reason for this is just obvious. We've just had this huge push to the downside, breaking our invalidation zone. So this is below 1726. So we're looking at this level as now a change in bias. So we could be potentially selling this, bearing in two things. Okay, so what I will be looking for is just this form of pullback within this red zone here, and then that sensitivity within this range here, which we talk about, which is just the indecision in the market. So this can simply just be wick rejections on the 4 hour with a small rectangular body. So something like this would obviously quite work well. And if we find some form of rejection here and that change in momentum within this area here, then we'll be looking for shorts. Now, in terms of the take profit level or somewhere in distance to look for as a target, it is actually quite hard to say, just because of the previous pattern that we've got drawn here, which is that this ascending wedge. So the safest option is just to target the top line of this wedge here. So ultimately, as price continuates, as price progresses forward, this line will become shorter and lower. So your profit would vary between that. But I could see that price could have a sensitivity level towards this. But the second option, if we do surpass this top line wedge, is just to target the low of this bottom here, or and the reason for that is just as it's in confluence with this zone here that I've just drawn out here. So this level is roughly at just keep it at a round figure of 1700 as a nice figure to look at. Obviously with banks and everything, they could get in on 1700 as a round number. So again, it really does depend on your entry and your own take profit reward. So the area that we are looking at is between 1730 to 1725 as the retest zone, waiting for just price to come back into this area and change momentum, and we could be looking at some sells really. But if we do go above our level and again start pushing higher, after this push here, we could start to find a new fluctuation of orders. So just be careful if price just makes its move all the way to the downside, because the pullback could be quite intense and quite fast paced. So something just to consider with gold. Okay, so that's all for the analysis for gold. Of course, if we do have another bias or any updates that we'd like to say, we'll of course provide that video for you. But if you are new to this channel and you're a new trader, I'd highly recommend you to join our trading group. That link is in the description below. We just go over some charts and some news events that happens on a daily, and just give you a bit more insight and a bit more analysis as opposed to just watching our YouTube videos. So if you are a new trader, I would highly recommend you to join that, and you might actually learn something. So if you do have a personal question for me, I'm more than happy to help anyone. All you have to do is follow us on Instagram at KMTRADERS, and again, just message us. Again, just happy to help anyone really. Finally, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, and of course, thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.